y'all, today we have further adventures in nutritional ketosis. Specifically, can you drink and stay in ketosis? I am of the opinion, because I am able to do it, that yes, you can drink and stay in nutritional ketosis. Or I should say, you will get out of it, but get right back into it very quickly. So to give you an example, yesterday my ketone levels measured 2.1, which is fine. I had a couple of vodka sodas, and then today they measured 2.9. And now the nutritional part of it was perfect. I was absolutely on the program. So it is possible to what it does is, well, from what I understand, when you drink alcohol, it puts everything else to the side and you metabolize the alcohol prior to metabolizing the fat. Once the alcohol is metabolized, then the fat can come back in and start being metabolized again. That's my understanding, and I'll put a link below to some of the science so you can read it for yourself. I've found that in moderation it is not an issue. The thing is, you have to be really careful about what you're drinking. Rum can have a lot of sugar. You don't want to have a rum and Coke, obviously. I tend to stick to clear liquor, so tequila, vodka, unflavored vodka, tequila, and very, very dry wine, champagne, and white wine. And you've seen before, I like to really water those down. I make spritzers. I'll do, half a glass or a quarter of a glass of white wine, ice cubes, and a little sparkling water. So I do tend to water it way down. People have been asking me what I think about some of the skinny and diet margarita mixes that are on the market. Just don't go there. They're full of chemicals. I mean, they're super duper artificial. You can't pronounce some of the chemicals that are on the label. So it's real mystery stuff. It's real Frankenfoods kind of stuff, and I don't like that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just make our version of like a margarita. So I'm using very, very good tequila, the Patron Silver, which is delightful. Look at the giant thing of it. This is so good. We're gonna use Sweet Leaf, which is a stevia-based natural sweetener. And so we'll just do a packet of that in ice. I'm gonna do very lazy lemon juice in the big bottle. Obviously, if I had time to go to the store, I would be fresh squeezing limes and lemons, but I didn't, and quite frankly, I kind of like the way that tastes. Then, I'm gonna put in a little bit of happiness in the form of, hang on. There we go. All right, put a little bit of this. One, two, that. And then top it off with some sparkling water. And give it a stir. You don't have any carbohydrates in this. I mean, maybe negligible in the lemon juice or lime juice, but that's absolutely negligible. And this, it has that great margarita flavor to it. It's really, really good. So I'd have one of these, maybe two, and then I'll eat a good moderate protein, high fat dinner, no more carbs, maybe like some leafy greens like that. And then by tomorrow I'll be back in ketosis, no problem. Now I don't do this all the time, obviously. I'm just saying, friends coming over, dinner party, something like that, I'll have a couple of drinks, but I'll make sure that they're very low carb. That's the key. So be careful of the mixers. That's where you can really get into trouble. So just be careful about that and stay moderate with it, okay? This is not a license to binge. The other thing to remember is it isn't the alcohol itself that puts on the weight. It's the things you do when you're drinking the alcohol. So what happens is you think, oh man, a little bag of chips, that wouldn't be so bad. I even thought about that for a second last night. I thought, oh man, some popcorn, homemade popcorn, that would be great. No. And then I remembered I have to prick myself and measure my ketones today, and that kind of brought me back to that place of discipline. Just remember, if you don't have a lot of discipline, then don't drink. But if you can get into that system of disciplining yourself and knowing that it's worth it, have a cocktail or two, maybe. Be very careful about what you put in it, zero carbs, and you'll be okay. You'll be okay. It's not that big a deal. Don't worry about it too much. Just always be careful, okay? Use common sense. All right, y'all. Cheers, and stay as glamorous as you can stand to be. I'm Maddie Roberts.